Only 3 states actually have a full license for everyone who does interior design. So people who design the insides of buildings, they do deal with the fixtures, the layout. And the reason for that is there's no real health or safety element to this license. So it's kind of hard to say, why should the state actually specifically say these people need select training and pay money? Why can't homeowners or people who are building apartment buildings or schools or commercial settings, they can choose themselves whether or not to hire someone with a license or without a license? The problem with this license is, what exactly is interior design mean? So I do some handyman work on the side. If I go and decide to move a light fixture from one part of the room to another, is that interior design, or is that just me saying as part of this job I'm doing a small amount of work? And so what this license is doing here in Michigan is it creates these big exceptions to the law. It says that people who work in other licensed industries, or who are homeowners, or who are architects, or all these other areas, they are allowed to do a certain amount of interior design on their own. So then the question is, well, what is the point of this license? Because it can't be about public health and safety, because if it's about public health and safety, why do you have all these exceptions? And so the reality is, at the end of the day, it basically empowers a board to require certain people doing certain amount of interior design work to have to go get permission from this state board in order to work, take classes, and pass a test. Only a very small number of states actually require this license, and many states have gotten rid of this license over the years. Michigan used to have essentially a list of interior designers that it would track and say these are the people who are certified in this area. The state of Florida actually did do a full license for interior designers, and there was all these complaints and claims during the testimony that this really was about health and safety. There's actually testimony saying that this could cause more heart attacks or more people to actually have real health effects if we got rid of this license. There's no evidence of that. Almost every licensing bill, including this one, comes because an association comes in, lobbies a lawmaker, says, we need this law because our industry is so important that we need you to recognize us. And the lawmakers, understandably, are sympathetic. They're thinking these are people in the industry, they know what they need. But they need to look at it from an opposite lens. What's happening is they are imposing a monopoly on a small board of people who are determining what people need to do in order to work in this field. And by definition, you are blocking people from getting into the field, you are lessening competition, and you are raising prices on consumers. If this is an important law, consumers should be the ones to drive it.